Houston Astros outfielder Kyle Tucker is 27 years old and playing in his fifth full season of Major League Baseball. He's been incredibly good since 2021 and would be the best player on many different teams in the league. And it's because the Astros are so stacked that he's always flown a bit under the radar, in my opinion. It's hard to compete for the recognition with players like Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, and Justin Verlander also being on your team. So, despite all these big names around him, he currently leads the Astros in Fangraphs wins above replacement with 2.8 as of May 19th, according to Fangraphs. The Astros as a team have been pretty bad to start the 2024 season, but Kyle Tucker is almost single-handedly carrying them to wins now that Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez have been horrible through the first few weeks of the month of May. Tucker is the typical prototype for the classic five-tool player. He hits for contact, hits for power, plays the field well, and can steal bases. That's been the case for his entire career up to this point, and this might be another reason why he's often underrated by fans when talking about the top players in baseball. Other guys who can do what he can do with the quote-unquote complete package, like Julio Rodriguez and Bobby Witt Jr., are simply more marketable and cooler and more fun to watch than someone like Tucker, who kinda doesn't really have much flair or aura at all. He's definitely not the most underrated player in all of baseball, but in my opinion, he's definitely the least talked about superstar in the game, and I'll prove it through the rest of this video. Tucker ranks third in all of Major League Baseball with a WAR of 2.8, only behind the Dodgers' pair of superstars in Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani, who I just made a video about last week. He's been the most valuable player in the American League based on that stat, and in other stats too. So, what's made Tucker so good, especially in 2024 compared to past seasons? Most notably on the surface is his insane hike in walk rate from last season to this season. Through the first 45 games, Tucker is managing to walk well over 18% of the time compared to a minuscule 16% strikeout rate. It's up from past seasons, but that jump is more than made up for in the amount of walks that he's taken. His on-base percentage is .417, despite having a batting average 133 points below that at .284. That difference in OBP and average is one of the largest gaps in baseball. Another big area of improvement this season is in his StatCast batted ball profile. All of his rate stats are career highs. I'll start with his exit velocity in context to the rest of his career. In 2022 and 2023, he posted exit velocities in the low 90 miles per hour range. In 2024, his average exit velocity is much closer to 92 at 91.7. This increase in exit velocity has prompted his better slugging percentage and subsequent uptick in extra base hits, as he already has 26 in just 46 games and is on pace for roughly 80 extra base hits this season. The stat sweet spot percentage is a metric that means all balls hit between an 8 and 32 degree launch angle. This is the range of batted balls most likely to become hits as opposed to groundouts or popouts. Tucker's 42% sweet spot rate is 93rd percentile in baseball, and combined with his ability to hit the ball hard is what's led to his increase in extra base hits. Like most hitters at every level of the sport, Tucker hits the best against fastballs. This year, he's been seeing them about 52% of all pitches. For the rest of his career, it's been pretty consistently in the mid 40% range. With boosted chances of seeing a fastball this season, Tucker's done a massive amount of damage on them. The pitch values section of any player's page on Fangraphs has data on how many runs a hitter gets for his team based on different pitches. Tucker has already accumulated 10 runs against the fastball this year. Last year he had about 19 runs and over 500 more plate appearances, or close to it. He's been basically unbeatable against fastballs this year, and really good against sliders and changeups as well. These are statistically the three most common pitches to use in baseball. What this means is that the average pitcher really doesn't have any stuff that Tucker can't hit, essentially making him one of the hardest players to get out in the entire league. With all that said, I think it's pretty clear now that the vast majority of baseball fans have been underrating Tucker for quite a while now, and now in 2024, he's playing way better than ever in his career, and people still don't really care. But that's it for the video, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thank you.